go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be wrapping up a 3-game series against the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. The Orioles are not playing good baseball right now, folks. Ever since the trade deadline, for a homestand against the Athletics and, God, I forget who else. Athletics are coming to town this weekend, folks. We'll have an off day tomorrow. But, yeah, we got one more game here this afternoon. Trevor Rogers is going to be on the mound. He's been outstanding. If you've been watching Orioles baseball this year, you do realize that there are some silver linings to an otherwise disappointing season, and one of those has to be Trevor Rogers. He's been phenomenal. He's been more than anybody could have really have hoped for. He's up to 56-plus innings now with an ERA under 1.5. I mean, a whip of .75. He's giving up 3/4 of a base runner per inning. It is elite stuff, and enough innings at this point to consider it pretty legit. The record is 4-2. It should be better, but unfortunately, a lack of run support has led to the 2 losses, including his last time out, where he only gave up 1 run, and I think went 8 innings. Yeah, he did. He pitched an 8-inning complete game on the road at Chicago. That's right, Game 1 back in Chicago, right? Yeah, we're going to hope to give him some run support today. That would be nice. We don't have to score a lot when he's pitching. At least that's been the track record this season. So let's cross our fingers that we score. Suarez, a left-hander, will be on the mound for the Phillies. He's having a good season as well. An 8-4 record, a 2.68 ERA, and a 1.13 whip. He's pitched just over 100 innings. He's only given up 7 home run balls and is striking out just under a batter per inning, giving up just 87 hits, 27 walks, in those 102 innings. Ranger Suarez. Apparently, I can't remember who brought it up in the Charm City chat yesterday. By the way, Charm City chat, if you're alive, do you mind letting me know? I see one comment in the chat. Holy cow. Yesterday was a pretty small turnout, folks. And I got to admit, you guys have gotten me a little bit nervous. That everybody is completely checked out on the team and thereby checked out on this channel, which would be devastating. So go ahead and just say hello, maybe. Is my chat not working? Normally there's so much conversation. I have to catch up with everybody between innings just to say hi. And wow, the chat is absolutely dead. There's 14 people here. Well, what's going on, folks? Somebody talk to me, please. Holy cow. All right. There's Bam. Thank you, Bam. I know you're here. Appreciate it. There's one. There should be a couple of thousand more, hopefully, before the end of the game. Holy cow. Folks, I'm not doing so well. I kind of need to lean on you guys a little bit. Let's chirp up a little bit there in the Charm City chat. All right? Thank you. How you guys doing? Good grief. So the starting lineups for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday will lead off and play second base. Jordan Westberg will bat second and play third. Gunnar Henderson at shortstop will bat third. Adley Rutschman will DH. Day game after a night game. He's the cleanup hitter. Jeremiah Jackson is playing in right field again. That's because Tyler O'Neill is out of the lineup again. He's got a wrist issue. They took X-rays. They were negative, but I guess he's day-to-day again. Jeremiah Jackson in right field. Kobe Mayo will be at first base. He's batting sixth. Colton Cowser will bat seventh and play in left field. Dylan Carlson in center field hitting eighth, and Austin Jackson will do the catching and bat ninth. Apparently, this is just the second lineup in the history of Major League Baseball, at least dating back to the year 1900, that has featured three guys in the lineup with a first or last name of Jackson. How's that for a strange factoid? Three Jacksons in one lineup, folks. You're watching history today. For the Phillies, Trey Turner will lead off and play shortstop. Kyle Schwarber is going to DH and bat second. Bryce Harper at first base will hit third. Nick Castellanos is the cleanup hitter in right field. Harrison Bader will man center field. He'll bat fifth. Otto Kemp is at third base. He'll hit sixth. Edmundo Sosa is at second base, hitting seventh. Weston Wilson will bat eighth and play in left field. And finally, Rafael Marchand will do the catching and bat ninth. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm sweating profusely over here. I didn't want to bring it up, but I don't know if if just the camera alone is going to be a dead giveaway. So I guess I might as well be transparent. I'm quite sick, and it sucks. I'm very under the weather, and not only is it physically not so good, it's also a mental health issue, all happening all at once. It's one of those situations, folks. You've all been there, where it's just like a domino effect. A few things go wrong, and then a few other things go wrong because those other things went wrong, and then it's like this snowball. Oh, I already said domino effect. I can't say snowball effect. Are those two different kinds of effects? I don't know. It's dominoes, it's snowballs, it sucks. I'm going to do my best to call this game. I'm not going to spend 3 hours talking about how much I don't feel good, but just putting it out there as a warning. I don't know. There seems to hardly be anybody interested in watching the Orioles anymore. The Ravens will be playing their first preseason game tomorrow night in downtown Baltimore. Perhaps everybody is ready to just jump over there and spend a month watching meaningless scrimmages. Hey, I hope you guys will continue to watch. I mean, if you're listening to the sound of my voice, you are. I wish I could talk to those who can't or won't. The lineup for the Phillies, I already went over that. Sorry. We're ready for baseball here in about 5 minutes. And, yeah, holy cow. Wow. How bad does it look on camera? It looks pretty bad on camera. I can't even find my air conditioning, remote, which... I know. Hey, BW, how lazy are you? If you can't find the remote, just walk up to the machine and press the button on the machine. Well, the button on the aircon unit, there's a power button, but that's it. I'm trying to find the button to turn the temperature down a little bit so it's a little cooler in here, and I can't find it. So I'm stuck with whatever's happening with this. And yeah, how's everybody else doing? Oh my God! I really hope the Orioles can do something today in this ball game to maybe take my mind off of everything else and give me something to feel happy about and get excited to watch. That would be great. What do you guys think? Anybody ready to see the Orioles compete and maybe not get swept by the Phillies? That's what I'm hoping for. Trevor Rogers is going to try to help us out. Do I even have any mods here? I don't think I do. Wow. No mods either. I mean, I have to send a message. Stand by. So I guess just in the past 48 hours, my channel has just evaporated. I don't know. I didn't realize that everybody officially gave up in the past 48 hours. I thought a lot did before now. Or I thought maybe it would be a little more gradual, but apparently just everybody left overnight. I forgot what I was going to look for. Hey, the Boston Red Sox are about to finalize an 8-year, $130 million contract extension for one of their rookie players, Roman Anthony. He'll be under team control through 2034. I don't know if I'll be alive through 2034, to be perfectly honest, but the Red Sox have locked up one of their young emerging star players a lot earlier than we've managed to do with any of ours. They also went out and traded for Garrett Crochet in this past winter. The Red Sox seem to be doing things with their organization that we ought to be, but we're not. And for a division rival to be doing it makes me feel not so good. Is there anything that'll make BW feel good? Well, Thailand could go back to legalizing the special luckies. I wouldn't mind that. That could come in handy right now. Hey, we got a new Jackson in the soundboard for all these Jacksons.
Jackson, stop!
There you go.
Jackson, stop!
That one might be for Jeremiah. I don't know. We'll see. This game will be getting started here in just a sec. I continue to just feel droplets of sweat hit my neck. I feel very self-conscious about it. And I've got this, I guess it's I don't know. It's just the way I am. I have to just be completely open and just talk out everything that stinks. Just point out all of my shortcomings. All right. We're about ready for baseball. We're about ready for baseball, folks. And, yeah, it shouldn't take long to say hi to the folks that are here. JJ stopped in and wished a good stream. Thank you, JJ. Bam6956. George Ford, parking lot. Brad Batero, Danjo, Mr. Hyde, Spurger King, David Denning, and that's it. It's all lack of viewers is all about the product on the field. Well, the thing is, folks, it's free to watch. It's free. And I'm here to hopefully provide a little therapy and you guys a little for me for these last 2 months of the season. Or what are we at now? 7 weeks. We're 1 week into August for the most part. This game should be getting started. I don't know why the screen just went to black. I might have to refresh this. What happened? All right, we're about ready. We're about ready, but I swear, I'm watching my game, and the resolution is like 144p. What's going on here? So stream issues would just be the one more icing on the cake tonight, folks. I tell you what, if I get stream issues tonight, this could be it. This could be the end of the streak. I'm telling you right now. Folks, the last thing I want to do is sound like a Debbie Downer for the few people that have been good enough to remain around and watch some baseball with me. Don't let me drive you away, folks. We got an off day tomorrow. I'm going to utilize it and hopefully be fresh for Friday. Just right now, not so good. Andrea says, BW feel better. Andrea, you didn't have to do that. Buy some drugs. Well, the one I was hoping for, I can't anymore. Mr. Hyde says, I can't see your sweat. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Hey, I'm in HD, but not 4K, so maybe that's the difference. All right, folks. Thanks again, Andrea, for your super chat. And look, we got an off day tomorrow. If I am feeling up for it, I might do something on the other channel. Don't hold me that being a promise, but I could use a little bit of comic relief. Jackson Holiday, first pitch of the ball game is a strike. Holiday's hitting .264 on the season. Holy cow. What's going on with the game? Why is it... I mean, the game just started. I got a 1-1 count, and it's frozen. And now it just jumped to another ball game. MLB TV. What are you doing, man? Why are you messing with me? Sorry. Oh, my, folks. Okay. Holiday's still at the plate leading off the ball game. He's got a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. Suarez's next pitch, low and away, 2-2. Scoreboard should be up here in a sec. Which is good, because then I'm a little bit smaller and a little less noticeable. There we are. 2-2 is lifted in the air to left center field, and it's going to be caught out there by the center fielder, Harrison Bader. First out of the ball game. Yeah, Andrea, if I do anything on that other channel, trust me, I'll make a community post. I'll send you something on the Discord, and the other regulars, they'll all get a message. I mean, right now, it's not happening, because I honestly probably shouldn't be doing this right now. Jordan Westberg takes a called strike. Westberg is hitting .277 with 13 homers and 28 RBI.
West is that way.
Suarez's 0-1 pitch is a bit inside. Count even up at a ball and a strike. See if I can take this light down a couple of notches. It might help. Yeah. Doesn't seem to affect my background at all. Swing and a miss by Westberg. The count 1-2. That was a changeup low. So 5 losses in the last 6. Just 1 win on this road trip. That was game 2 at Wrigley Field. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2 on Westberg. Andrea, I hear you. I hope you're not in there for long. Hang in there. I've had long stays. One particular very long stay, and I know how much it sucks. I'm sorry to how much that sucks. Here's a ground ball to Westberg. To Westberg. By Westberg to Harper at first base. He'll step on the bag for the unassisted putout. 2 down here in the top of the first. Westberg grounds out. to first base. Gunnar Henderson. I've heard of this guy. What's his love life like?
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
All right, that's good to know. First pitch to Gunnar is inside. He's hitting .283. Now, what is he up to? 14, 15 home runs? 13. I thought he had at least 14. Here's a fly ball to left, heading toward the foul line and making the catch, going into foul territory, is, what was that? Weston Wilson in left field. Sorry. A guy I'm not used to. That is the final out of the inning. The Orioles go 1-2-3. Bottom of the first coming up. Baltimore nothing, and the Phillies coming up to bat. Orioles enter the day 12 games under 500, a record of 51-63. That means we're not going to win 100 games this season, folks. We'd have to win our last 48 games, and we'd still finish at 99-63. 2 games behind our team from 2 years ago if we won our last 48 straight games. What happened to this team, folks? What happened? I don't know, but I got to grab a towel or something. This is like peak James Brown. I need to have like just a towel to wipe the brow here. I'm like Rodney Dangerfield on the Tonight Show. And I haven't done any blow, so I don't know what the deal is. I'll be right back. All right, Trevor Rogers, here we go. First pitch in the bottom of the first is off the plate outside to Trey Turner for ball 1. Trevor Rogers, I mean, this guy would be in the Cy Young conversation if he pitched from, week 1 of the season and pitched anything like he's been pitching. On a 2-0 pitch, he gets a called strike on a changeup at the bottom of the zone. Trey Turner's batting .280. And he still likes to swipe bases. He's got 25 on the season. Count 3-1 now. Pitch foul back. Full count on Turner. The Orioles are wearing their traditional road gray uniforms with the orange lettering. Phillies are not wearing their pinstripe home jerseys. They've got on the sort of cream-colored jerseys that say Phillies across the chest. Pitch fouled away. It's a full count on Turner leading off the bottom of the first. The payoff pitch is low and in for ball 4. Not a good sign to see Rogers walking the first batter of the ball game. But that is what has happened here. And Turner saw a lot of pitches. Here's Kyle Schwarber. He was held in check for the most part last night after going crazy in the first game of this series. couple of homers, including a grand slam. He's up to 40 homers and 94 RBI. He's got about 3 times as many home runs as our team's leader and twice as many RBI as our team's leader. So on paper, at least with the bat, he's 2.5 times the player of anybody else on our team right now. 1-1 pitch is a called strike. Right in there from Rogers. I'd have to think Schwarber is going to get some MVP vote consideration. There's a check swing pop. That's a chopper right there at the plate. The umpire signals foul ball. Alex Jackson, our catcher, isn't so convinced. We've already had some issues with this umpiring crew in this series. Let's see. This ball is popped at the plate, and looks like Jackson did have to reach into foul ground to field it, and that would make it a foul ball. That looks foul to me. Okay. No problem. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schwarber. The pitch. Hit on the ground, right side to Jackson. Nice little flip to Gunnar. Back to first. 2. A double play, folks. That'll kill a rally quickly. Bases empty, 2 down on the double play ball from Schwarber. Bryce Harper up next. Harper has got really good stats against lefties despite being a lefty hitter. First pitch, he's going after it and fouls it off to the right. The ball girl, whose job it is to track the ball down, ran away from it in fear and then returned to her station to retrieve the ball and hand it off to a kid as a souvenir. Good job, ball girl. 0-1 pitch, hit on the ground and through the vacated hole on the left side. Harper going into the opposite field for a 2-out single. So second base runner of the inning, but only 1 man on after we wiped out the other with a double play. Nick Castellanos due up next. Harper will steal a base on you if you're not careful. Pitch is over the plate but low. 1-0 on Castellanos. He's hitting .269, 15 homers, 60 driven in. That's another packed house on this getaway game on a Wednesday afternoon in August here at Citizens Bank Park in South Philly. I've been to this ballpark. It's not too shabby. Definitely not a neighborhood ballpark. It's in a section of the town that's just nothing but asphalt, parking lots, and vacated venues other than the Eagles ballpark, which is, I say ballpark. I guess you can't call a football stadium a ballpark, but you know what I mean. What is that? What's their stadium? The Eagles? I forget. Here's a pitch fouled over by the Oriole dugout. It's 2-2 now on Castellanos. I can't keep up with these sponsor-named stadiums, and they're always changing. Oh, yeah, the Link. Lincoln Financial Field. Is that right? The Link. 2-2 pitch is crushed by Castellanos, but it'll go foul. Look out. That ball traveled a long way into the crowd down the left field corner, but still a dangerous ball. Hit very hard over there. Look out. Castellanos has had success against Rogers in the past. 4 hits and 9 at-bats. It's a full count now. That pitch is low. We're in the bottom of the first. Scoreless. 2 down. With the Phillies at the plate. A runner at first. Payoff pitch to Castellanos. Fouled off to the left. Rogers has had to throw 21 pitches here in the first. Another 3-2. Swung on and missed. Rogers blows away Castellanos with the gas.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
On to the second inning. We're scoreless in Philadelphia. All right. Let's see here. Wow. All right, folks, we're filling up a little bit more in the room here. We're getting close to 100 people concurrently. That means it's the first time I should probably bring up a gentle reminder that if you are hanging out, you're welcome to be here. Happy to have you, especially on a weekday afternoon. Please hit the like button if you don't mind. Go ahead and get that out of the way. It might be a struggle to get to 100 today. And for the rest of the season, for that matter. We'll see. Boy, I hope things continue to update the scoreboard, says Edward. Okay. One sec. Wow. Still has Gunner at the plate. Sorry. Where is it? Something's weird going on with my internet connection lately, folks, and I don't know what it is. It's not a lack of connection. It's almost like my computer's acting like I'm on dial-up from like 1999, where everything's running slower, and there's no reason for it to. Oh, here, how's that? How's that for a refreshed scoreboard? Adley Rutschman at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. Next one is ball 2. All right.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Rutschman's hitting .234. I don't know what's going on with that. For now, we're just gonna have this. And I'll keep an eye on it, see if it reverts, because I can't drag this any lower. Yeah, the scoreboard is missing now. A giant ad has taken over. Rutschman goes down to a knee, swings and misses, and the count is 2-2. Adley hitting from the right-hand side against the lefty Suarez. 2-2 pitch. He reaches for it and serves it into center field. A base hit. He had to extend himself to get to that baseball, so he couldn't get a whole lot of oomph on the swing, but he does get enough to just get it over the head of the infielders into center field. For a leadoff single. We got a leadoff hit, folks. I got to tell you, this Phillies sideline reporter is pretty cute. You got your work cut out for you, Melanie. Jeremiah Jackson's first pitch swinging. This one's to right field and going to slice into the stands, foul. Oh, yeah. You got your work cut out for you there, Melanie. You're going to have to... I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's working again. I sound great, Edward. Thanks for the compliment. I'm probably more under the weather than I've ever been doing one of these games while watching the channel suffer at the same time. And the weather over here has been bad and some other things. But yeah, I do appreciate the compliment. That helps. Thanks. That's a foul ball from Jackson, Jeremiah, that is. He was a bullfrog, you know.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Down goes Jackson. First strikeout for Ranger Suarez. That was a changeup, just 79 miles an hour. Here's Kobe Mayo.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
He looks at a pitch outside for ball one. Okay, that helped. The heartburn I was experiencing seems to have passed. 212, the batting average for Mayo coming into today. This one's fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. This Orioles lineup, it's got some players in there you don't expect to see on the team next season, just kind of filling out the roster, but it is an opportunity for them and guys like Mayo, who's trying to get his feet wet and get himself, a mainstay up here in the bigs. This is an opportunity for some of these guys. Maybe some of the I say veteran, they are veteran now. Guys like Gunnar and Adley, they are our veterans now. They're not the kids anymore. They may be feeling a lack of motivation right now. I don't know. But some of these other guys, they've got a reason to try and produce. I hope they do. 1-2 the count on Mayo. By the way, I was reading about, I don't know if you guys have been following the controversy with a couple of Cleveland Guardian pitchers who are involved with some alleged, I guess you would have to say at this point, sports betting. But Emmanuel Clase, one of those two pitchers, who's arguably been the best closer in the American League for the past 4 years, looks like he's potentially never going to pitch another Major League Baseball again. This ball is a double play ball, but they get the lead runner at second. Return throw to first is not handled. I guess the throw was not good. Otto Kemp starts the double play. Sosa with the relay throw. He was taken out by Rutschman at second. Nice takeout. And the throw was wild, so Mayo will reach on a fielder's choice. Rutschman will be replaced by Mayo at first base with 2 down. Here is Colton Cowser, folks. Edward says he's had allergies lately. Oh, man. Sorry to hear it, buddy, especially when it's the middle of the summer and it's already lousy, nasty, stinky, sticky weather, and then you got that on top of it. There's a strike to Cowser. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That good-looking Phillies reporter is Taryn Hatcher. Used to do Flyers games, but now Phillies games. Well, slipper my digits, Carl. Called strike 2 on Cowser on the inside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down, runner at first. Pitch. Way outside. 2-2. Yeah, I've seen some of the evidence on Class A. The major gambling issue is apparently there are, these side bets. And honestly, folks, if they want to help out and get this gambling thing under control before it gets too out of control, Cowser, line drive, right field, base hit. It's a fair ball into the corner. Let's see if Mayo, he's going to stop at third. With 2 down, Mayo can only go first to third. On a ball hit down in the right field corner. It's a double for Cowser. Second and third with 2 out. Splash it up, an extra base hit, folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Yeah, so the main issue is these little side bets. And one of them, I guess, that you can bet on is what a pitcher will do with their first pitch of a given inning. And basically, Ortiz, is it Luis Ortiz and Emmanuel Clase? Here's Dylan Carlson. First pitch to him is called a strike. Folks, first bugle of the day. We got 2 on, 2 out. And that pitch is low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm not sure how the Class A situation is like the Wander Franco one. Wasn't Wander Franco expelled from the sport for doing some really bad things domestically? I think that's about the only way I can put it. Here's a fly ball to center field. Bader will make the catch, and the inning is over. The Orioles get 2 runners in a scoring position, but they're left stranded. Cowser with that double. But nothing to show for it. We go now to the bottom of the second inning. No score. What was I talking about? I'm jumping all over the place. But yeah, with this betting scandal, you've got these side bets where, a pitcher, if they can very easily, well, I say very easily, if they do it over and over and over again, and people start to catch on and they recognize a pattern, then maybe it's not so easy to get away with. But I don't think it's a good idea to have these side bets to make it so easy for an athlete to gamble or to gamble themselves, on themselves, or, do it for somebody else. It's just, not good. I think we can all agree it's not good. But I just want to be sure. Wander Franco, that was the young up and coming star for the Rays. That was basically, that's a whole different issue. That is not gambling. That is something a whole lot worse, in my humble view. A whole lot worse. All right. We are in the bottom of the second. Harrison Bader is at the plate. Yeah, I knew who I was thinking of. I just wanted to be 100% sure, because you don't want to get a name wrong for a profile like the one he's walking around with right now. It's quickly 0-2 on Harrison Bader. He's batting .253 and is 0-3 on Bader. Wow, Trevor Rogers with a pitch right in there for strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I think Bader was just fooled that he would get a strike on an 0-2 pitch. Guess he was expecting some kind of a waste pitch, a chase pitch, and he got a pitch right in the middle of the plate. Otto Kemp. Third baseman takes low and in for ball one. Kemp's hitting .242. He's got just 4 home runs. He's only played 41 games, though. 17 RBI. Check swing. Looks like he went. They appeal. I'm wrong. He did not go, says the first base umpire. 2-0 on Kemp. Rogers comes back with a changeup left outside. 3-0. Rogers already issued a free pass in the first inning. Helped out by a double play ball. This one's fouled straight back, so Kemp gets the green light on 3-0. It's now 3-1. Rogers comes back and gets a swing and a miss. That would have easily been ball 4 on Kemp. But he chased one. Full count. Payoff pitch from Rogers. Ground ball hit hard right at second base, though. Holiday fields it cleanly. Low throw to first, but Mayo's got it. Second out of the inning. Ground out 4-3. Cloudy day in Philly, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. Just a thin layer of gray in the sky. 2 outs for Edmundo Sosa. This ball's hit through the hole on the left side for a 2-out single. Sosa with a base hit. All right. Runner at first base with 2 down now for Weston Wilson. And he looks at a slider at the bottom of the zone. That's a strike. 227 the average for Wilson. In 28 games, 2 homers, 6 RBI. He had a homer in game 1 on Monday night. Big swing and a miss on a high heater. Makes the count 0-2. 2 down, runner at first for the Phillies. In the bottom of the second. No score. And the 0-2 to Wilson. Right in there, called strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You just don't see that often, folks. Rogers, not 1 but 2 strikeouts in the inning. Where the batter's sitting on 2 strikes, he throws a fastball right in the middle of the plate. I mean, not dead middle, but not on any corner. It's a very hittable pitch. And both times, Philly batters just staring at it, not knowing what they're waiting for, but we'll take it. On to the third inning. No score in Philly. All right, folks, I'll be right back. Hang out here for a little bit with my friend Earl Weaver.
Oh, wow. Here he comes.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. Let's the way a major league manager
I
should.
learned something, buddy boy.
Get
Swing it up ass! Yeah!
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
We're on a mission from God.
Top of the third inning, Alex Jackson will lead it off for the Orioles.
Jackson, stop!
First pitch to him is outside for ball one. Jackson, 229 the average, 3 homers, 4 RBI. This curveball is left way outside, just 70 miles an hour from Suarez. That was an ugly looking pitch. 2-0 to Jackson. Alex, that is. He takes a strike. We've got 3 Jacksons in the lineup, folks. 1 first name, 2 last names. The 2-1. That's popped foul behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alex Jackson, leading off the top of the third. All right. The 2-2 popped up, and we'll get behind into the crowd. 2-2 the count. Hey, I see some Oriole hats mixed into the crowd there. 2-2 again is low. Full count on Alex Jackson. Folks, here's a bugle for you. Hey, by the way, Froggy, I should have said it sooner, but thanks for showing up. I think you're the only mod here. Swing and a miss. Alex Jackson strikes out to begin the top of the third. Well, at least he saw a good amount of pitches. Jackson Holiday back up as the Orioles go through the lineup a second time. He takes the first pitch off the plate for ball one. Called a strike on the outer half of the plate. The 1-1. And on the ground, right to the first baseman Harper. A small toss to Suarez covering the bag will retire Holiday. 2 down. Holiday has really been slumping lately. I think he's like 1 for his last 20. Jordan Westberg's coming up. Is this actually a discussion in my chat right now? Jordan Westberg looks at a pitch a little bit outside for ball one. That's a pitch that the other two umpires in this crew have been calling strikes in this series. The 1-0 is fouled back. Come on, Jordan.
West is that way.
Come on, bud. Just barrel one up. Give us a 1-0 lead. Give us a lead. This one's hit in the air to center, but it's going to be a can of corn. Bader has to move about a step and a half to make this catch. Inning over. 3 more innings of no offense from the Orioles. Here in this one, we go to the bottom of the third, no score. Wow. I knew it was not going to be easy these last 2 months, but wow, these last couple of days. Again, maybe it's just my own well-being at the moment. Maybe I'm, overreacting. I don't know, but I'm a little bit concerned, folks. I got to tell you, I'm a little bit concerned about the health of this channel. Keep your fingers crossed, folks. I'd like to be around. I had a couple of sort of poll-like questions to ask the chat regarding some things for my channel, but I was kind of hoping, ironically, for more people to be here to bring it up. But in general, folks, is there something you're looking for me to add to the Oriole Birdwatcher experience? If so, I'm willing to listen. I can't commit to promising to implement your idea, but I'm willing to listen. All these play-by-play channels out there on YouTube, they all are a little bit different. They all have different, the display looks different. There's different pieces of information. Some things are more emphasized than others and what have you. I don't know. Let me know. Maybe some better and new sound effects. All right, I'm glad I asked. That is definitely not what I need to change. But appreciate it. Marchand at the plate, a 1-1 pitch popped up on the infield. Westberg is straddling the foul line, makes the catch. Plays some Orioles chirping. So it's all about sound effects. I was thinking more about, I don't know. For instance, there's another channel out there that has a live 3D animation of the field, where you're watching what amounts to graphics that look like a video game from like an original PlayStation 30 years ago, 25 years ago, whatever. So you see a little animated batter representing whoever's actually hitting in the game, swinging. You see you see all that. Is that something you guys would want to have as part of the experience? Wow, Dylan Carlson just got a fly ball hit to him in center field by Trey Turner, and he let it get by him all the way to the wall. Turner will put the brakes on at third base with a 1-out triple. Another miscue in the Oriole outfield as Carlson here unable to not only catch this ball, but to prevent it from getting past him. A longer pregame? Wow. All right. I could. It means setting my alarm 5 minutes earlier every time, but if that's what it takes, it's just 5 minutes. Here is Kyle Schwarber. First pitch is a ball, and the next one is outside, 2-0. I think you got to pitch around Schwarber here. Set up a potential double play, even though it is Bryce Harper on deck. Schwarber is the bigger threat. The infield is drawn in. I would not want to be an infielder with a guy like Schwarber swinging a bat. If he's to hit the ball towards somebody on this infield, it's more than likely going to be 100+ miles an hour off the bat. And they are going to be 90 feet away or less and have to make a play. I would not want to be one of them right now. 2-1 the count on Schwarber. Rogers is pitching to him, and he's got a 2-2 count now. A foul ball off to the right. All right there, Trevor. He is pitching like an ace, folks. This is what an ace does. An ace doesn't pitch around anybody. They just go after him because they say, I can get you out. What you think about that? And there's a foul ball. It's still 2-2 on Schwarber. Nothing keep us informed on what the O's should do this season regards to going forward. Wait, is that a question or a comment? You're fine. Don't let it get you down. Thanks, Danjo. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into the details, folks. 2-2 pitch is fouled away off to the right. I mean, I love the transparency of my thoughts, communicating my thoughts to you guys about the ball game and everything else, but I have to know. Swing and a miss by Schwarber. Rogers with a big strikeout with Turner still at third base, 2 down.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah. I mean, I can't just start. I have to I got to prioritize entertaining you guys, not, Don't worry about me, I guess. I don't know. Bryce Harper. First pitch is a strike. I guess he fouled it off. Looked like he did. Harper had a base hit back in the first. Turner's at third base with 2 down, and Harper with a ground ball backhanded by Holiday. Straighten up, kid. Throw him out. He does. Nice play to end the inning and keep this game scoreless.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Jackson Holiday, and he didn't even field this cleanly. That ball was stuck at the bottom of his glove, and the heel of his glove there. Was still able to transfer to his throwing hand and get off a good throw. Get Harper out to end the inning. All right, 4th inning coming up. We're still scoreless. Let's see. This series would be a lot different if it would have happened before the trade deadline when the Orioles scored 77 runs. Yeah, I think it's just a combination of a lot of different things, but I'll be honest, okay? Here's the deal. There is another channel out there that will call Oriole games. He does not call Oriole games. He doesn't dedicate calling all Oriole games. He has a lot of other content on his channel. other sports-related content, non-sports-related content. He's been on the air on YouTube now for a decade. He's got 37,000 plus subscribers. And, it's a person that I don't want to feel like I'm directly competing with, but it's something I also really haven't had to worry about. This person is definitely more gifted in the creating a nice looking thumbnail, and the production quality looks a whole lot snazzier. And now he's using a 3D animated background. So it's all the latest technology and all that. And I think he's basically sort of one-upped me in the algorithm here, which, again, he's been around a while. But recently he's started calling Oriole games regularly, about 10 in a row now. And I think the algorithm of YouTube has picked up on that. And, it's been hurting the turnout here. It's not just the Orioles record, folks. Just, again, full transparency. This is information that anybody can look and confirm for themselves. But up until very recently, I would say my audience would be 4 to 5 times larger than his in a given game. Now we're about even. In fact, a couple of games in this recent run of 10 games he's done, he's outdrawn me. And again, this is a guy who's been around a long time. He's got 37,000 subscribers already, and he knows how to do all the things that YouTube wants content creators to do. Gunnar Henderson with a base hit in the left field, folks. I apologize for ignoring his at-bat until now, but I've caught up to where it matters. He is on with a leadoff single here in the top of the fourth. A hit down the left field line. Gunnar once again going to the opposite field where that shift is on, and there's a whole lot of open space. So again, folks, forgive me for droning on, but this is a sort of state of the channel address, I guess you would say. It wasn't really planned, but considering the state of the Orioles right now, and the fact that I'm, it's probably the medicine I'm taking talking. I don't know at this point. But I'm just worried. I'll be honest. I don't think I can compete with this guy in terms of, the bells and whistles of a YouTube channel, because that's really not my thing. I prefer to kind of keep it simple in terms of putting out the thumbnails, the display on the screen. I think it's more about calling a good game, having a good interaction with you guys in the chat, even though sometimes it goes from good to adversarial. It's still entertaining one way or another. I try to make it that way. Adley Rutschman has a count of 2-1 with Gunnar Henderson at first base and nobody out. Forgive me for the therapy session. Here's a ground ball, slowly hit, and it's off of Suarez's glove. There's not going to be a play. The pitcher tried to field it first, and that ball died on the infield. No play to make. Rutschman is on with an infield hit. The Orioles have 2 men on and nobody out, folks. It's time to turn on the faucet. All right. We've got a real rally here. This is a legit rally, folks. If you try to be more like this 10-year YouTuber, what's the difference between you and him? You bring a unique view to the play-by-play calling. You're spot on with your well, thank you, Froggy. And the thing is, I know that. I know I can't compete with... if I try to match him, I wouldn't be able to because he's got 10 years of experience. And it's really not the sort of aspect of doing this that I have any desire to... I'm not out here to try to clickbait somebody. Line drive into the left field corner. Is that a fair ball? That is fair. That is a fair ball for Jeremiah Jackson down the left field line. The Orioles have taken a 1-0 lead. Holy cow, folks. Maybe talking about my channel problems can help this Orioles team score. That'll play. So it's a double for Jackson. Second and third, still nobody out. Here's Kobe Mayo. He lifts one to left field. Forget about it. Bye, birdie. Kobe Mayo launches one deep into the bleachers and left. 108.5 off the bat, 421 feet. It's a Earl Weaver special for Mayo. 4-0 Baltimore. Well, then that settles it. I'm just going to talk about all of my problems from here forward. It's working. Kobe Mayo wearing the Jack Sparrow hat in the Oriole dugout. Colton Cowser with a hard hit ball to first. Harper will collect it and go to the bag himself to get the first out of the inning. 4 runs in. And now only the first out of the inning. Cowser retired quickly. I mean, folks, just to give you an indication, you know how Charm City Chat normally is. We just scored 4 runs in pretty exciting fashion. And we still have the comments about channel stuff up in the chat at the top. It's not exactly humming like it should be, is it? Dylan Carlson. See, it's all part of the plan, folks. Just continue to... Okay, is the screen stuck? All right, I'm going to fix it after this rally. Right now, I'm not touching anything. I'm not changing anything because that's baseball, folks. It's called superstition. If something is working, you don't change it. And right now, something's working for the Oriole offense. Here's a foul ball by Carlson. That's a ball and 2 strikes. I do appreciate you telling me, though, Froggy. Don't let me get you wrong. I do appreciate you telling me. Folks, we've got an inaccurate scoreboard. Don't worry, though. What matters, it's 4-0. Dylan Carlson pops it up. Shallow left field. Turner, the shortstop, going out there. He will make the catch, and that's the second out. Kobe Mayo, man, that ball... That's what you're expecting to see from Mayo a couple of times a week. Just an absolute bomb somewhere. Here is Alex Jackson. He fouls one away. Once again, folks, thank you for indulging me as I talk about channel stuff. This one's fouled away again. It's 0-2 on Jackson, Alex Jackson. Bases empty, 2 down, 4 runs in. Ranger Suarez now on 65 pitches. Why, thank you, Joel. Oh, you're talking about a player? Jackson gets hit in the leg. Ranger Suarez. Somebody in the Charm City chat was saying a day or two ago that the Orioles were looking to sign him in the offseason. Well, don't hit one of your future teammates. That's the kind of comedy you won't find on that other channel. Here's Jackson Holiday, 2 down, runner at first. Pitch is in the dirt. I just want this tiny little slice, this little corner of the YouTube universe. That's all I want, to call Baltimore Oriole baseball games. That's it. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. This pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1 on Holiday. He is 0 for 2 today. Called a strike, bottom of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at first. 4-0 Orioles. We are set up to avoid a sweep with a nice inning here for Trevor Rogers to work with. A 4-run lead. I don't think he's made a start this season where 4 runs isn't enough to get us in the win column. Oh, Joel, behave. 2-2 pitch, popped foul, out of play. Now, we'll say this. Let me try to balance some things out. And for those that are here now, we actually have a nice crowd here. 120 plus people are tuned in. Maybe they saw on their phones that the Orioles finally scored. As Holiday will hit this one in the center field, it'll be chased down by Bader over toward right center, and that'll end the inning. But the Orioles explode. And with the way the offense has looked since the trade deadline, when I say explode, this was like a big bang. This was like the start of the universe. 4 runs off of Ranger Suarez. The big blow, the 3-run homer off the bat of Kobe Mayo. Folks, you're going to want to watch that one on replay. Head to your local social media feed. Try to catch a replay of that swing because Kobe absolutely crushed one to left field for an Earl Weaver special. We now go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's the Orioles 4 and the Phillies nothing. Hey, folks, if you're watching right now, we've got 100 people or so in the room. That number was 120 and is now dropped. I don't know, folks. I'm having some trouble keeping people here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Now that the inning is over, I will fix the pitch by pitch. I couldn't do it. I couldn't adjust anything while we were actually producing and doing good things. I can't touch. Okay? But, yeah. Welcome in. If you're here, please hit the like button. It's a thumbs up, bottom of your screen. It really does help out the channel, and it just takes a moment of your time. I promise it really does help. I should rename my channel. I'm okay, Hutchins. Thanks. That thing about giving me ideas, Hutchins, never mind. Okay? Forget I ever asked. Maybe I'll bring it up in my Discord. Okay. Rename the channel. What, pray tell, is wrong with the channel name? Seems to kind of fit all the branding one would want. Kind of gets the point across in a concise way. Hell, it even helped spawn my nickname, BW. I wouldn't have it without the channel name. That just kind of happened by accident. Nick Castellanos is at the plate. He's got a 2-0 count leading off the bottom of the fourth. Rogers is on 52 pitches. This one's hit to right. Jeremiah Jackson will make the catch as he steps onto the warning track. Forgive me as I hold my breath every time a ball is hit toward Jeremiah Jackson in right field. Again, not a whole lot of experience playing in the outfield. Just a handful of games in the minors and a couple of more games in the bigs here playing in right, and he will have matched his minor league experience. Ground ball to third, diving stop by Westberg. He can't get enough on the throw, though, as it bounces in there to Mayo. Harrison Bader beats out an infield hit, but a very nice diving stop along the foul line, saving probably a double by Jordan Westberg. So it's a base hit, but it's a nice defensive play anyway. Probably saves a base for now. Bader does have some stolen base potential in him. Here is Otto Kemp, first pitch swinging, fouls it off to the left. Yeah, forgive me if I don't want to go with the moniker of BM. Great branding. Yeah, that's what you want to be known as, a BM. That's much better than BW. Again, Hutchins, no more ideas, but thanks. That ball looks like it hit Kemp, but I guess it didn't. And a nice play there by Rutschman with a runner at first to keep this ball from getting away or allowing the runner to advance. Oh, he just flat out caught that pitch behind the batter. Wow, it was a blind catch by Rutschman. The count now 3-1 as Rogers' next pitch hits the dirt. Hey, there's Michael. Hey, there's El Duderino with a super chat. What's going on, El Duderino?
Message for you, son.
El Duderino says nothing wrong with the channel. By the way, this is not, just so I make this abundantly clear, okay? Abundantly clear. This is not me pandering for donations, talking about the channel, okay? Like, I accept and appreciate all donations to the channel. I'm not encouraging you to stop. But what I mean to say is, you know, even though I'm worried about how the channel's doing, by the way, that's ball 4 on the payoff pitch to Kemp. Or no, they say he swung? That couldn't have been a called strike. That was out of the zone. The ump rang him up. That pitch was so low. Are you kidding? Wow, we got a very nice call there. The Phillies got screwed. Wow. Yeah. It's a strikeout. So 2 down with a runner at first for Philly. Edmundo Sosa looks at a called strike. The point I was trying to make real quick is that, you know, this can't be solved in one game, okay? I'm going to have to probably start to do things that I just never really wanted to have to do. Ground ball to third. Westberg will go the short way to second for the force to get Bader, and that'll end the inning. The Phillies get one man on, but he is stranded after that fielder's choice, and we are going to the 5th inning now. The Orioles leading this one. Rogers cruising again. It's 4-0. Baltimore. Let me hit the like button on that super chat, El Duderino. So, yeah, you can understand what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm going to have to do things that I don't know if I have the ability to do. I've never really been somebody that's cared about marketing themselves or figuring out ways to, beat the YouTube algorithm and do all the right thing. Like, it's just, I just want to come on here and call a ball game and try to entertain you guys, keep you engaged, keep it fun, exciting, even when we're not playing well. That's all I want to do. I did enjoy this past off season, setting up this green screen thing and trying to make things look nicer. But at the end of the day, it's hopefully my personality and just, the entertainment is what you're here for. I'm giving you a pretty good call on a ball game. If you don't have a way to watch it yourself, or if you just like to have somebody to watch it with, that's what it's all about, folks. That's really all I want to do. I don't want to get into this whole, what's the latest new gimmick to get people to click on your stuff. I could say it's beneath me, I guess. Maybe I'm a bit of a pompous jerk. I don't know. It's not like I feel I'm too good for YouTube. I think the platform is great. I just know there's a lot of content out there where people put way more emphasis on just getting you to click in there and get you to watch a little bit than it is to, I don't know, put some heart and some passion into the thing, So I'm going to do it the way I've been doing it. Jordan Westberg on an 0-1 pitch here in the top of the fifth is going to fly out to center field. Bader with the catch. We're in the top of the fifth, one away. Ranger Suarez is up to 74 pitches. Gunnar Henderson's up next. So, again, folks, just consider this a getaway game, afternoon game. I'm not going to talk about this every ball game. And I will try to wrap it up with a few more innings to go. As Gunnar pops this straight up, third baseman Kemp will make the catch on the infield. 2 down, top of the fifth. Right. So yeah, even though it's not something I really want to do or even know how to begin doing, if I'm going to survive, I'm probably going to have to dedicate some time to figuring out how to manipulate the algorithm to help give me that extra leg up or advantage or whatever it takes in order for the health and growth of this channel to stay nice and healthy, Adley Rutschman's up with 2 down, bases empty. First pitch is a strike. He's 2 for 2, and he has scored a run. That is a 73-mile-an-hour curveball that hits the outside corner from Suarez. 0-2 on Adley.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
All right, folks, I'll take a break about all the channel talk stuff. I did have to get some of it off of my chest. 0-2 is a foul tip caught by the catcher, and the inning is over. This ball game is halfway over, and we are in very good shape. We got Trevor Rogers on the mound. He is shutting the Phillies out so far, and we've got a 4-0 lead going into the bottom of the fifth inning. Folks, I got to take a little break. I'll be right back. Thanks for being here. And hang on a sec. All right. I forgot to probably hit the thank you button, but thanks again to El Duderino.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
If you're still here, El Duderino, I feel like I spent more time explaining why, a super chat wasn't necessary just because I'm talking about my channel. And I might have, in the process, forgotten to give you a proper thank you for your contribution. I appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, folks, just to throw it out there, Magic memberships are available for, what is it, $3.90? It's $4. Let's just call it $4, $3.99. It comes out to about 17 cents a ball game. And look, you don't have to lock into it for long. There's only 2 months left in the season. Oh, you know what? You know what I've totally forgot? I've got memberships to give away. Holy cow. I could have done this a week ago. Let's do that. Wait, hold on. The cute lady doing the sideline reporting for the Phillies is on right now. It's Weston Wilson at the plate for the Phillies in the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 count from Rogers is outside, 3-0. All right, I got a couple things to do. Pay attention to the sideline reporter and give out some free Magic memberships. Hold on a sec. There's a strike right down the middle as Wilson took all the way. Does this need to be updated again? Oh, it looks like it's just one pitch ahead. So that's going to be, wow, that is ball 4. Not a good sign from Rogers. Another walk leading off an inning with a 4-0 lead. You don't want to see that, especially a guy like Weston Wilson. It's not one of the more dangerous batters in this lineup. Hopefully Rogers will settle in, maybe get a ground ball. This is a good candidate right here. Rafael Marchand, the catcher. Hit one on the ground. That is not going to be a double play ball. That's going to be a base hit. And trying to go first to third and making it successfully is Wilson. So Rogers, a walk, and now a hard hit ball in the right, has got himself into a pretty big jam. 2 on and nobody out. Absolutely, Rachel. Absolutely. It's going to require, in my estimation, some organizational changes. But as long as they go out there and make a couple of changes in the coaching staff and the front office, which should then translate into perhaps adding a few good players in this offseason to help strengthen the team. With the core players we have, yes, I do believe we will be back in the playoffs next season. I firmly believe it. This ball is going to dunk in for a base hit. My goodness. Trey Turner with a bloop in his center field, and the Phillies are on the board. It's 4-1. And there's still nobody out in the inning. And just like that, the tying run is coming to the plate in the form of Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, Rachel. Right now, I think this clubhouse needs some leaders. I don't know if one will emerge. There's a couple of months left in the season. Perhaps somebody will take on that role and step up. But if not, that's certainly another major. Yeah, it's a huge thing. I would almost, not quite, but almost put it up there with what has always been our number one need, a top of the rotation frontline starter. But we need some leadership on this team. We've done nothing since this last season, but move away guys like Santander, Mullins, no Hearn. Those guys brought more to this team than just what they did on the field between the lines, you know. First and second for Schwarber. 0-1 pitch is called a strike. It's 0-2. Okay, Rogers. It's time to bear down here. We've given up a run. There's still nobody out in the inning, but we could get 2 outs quick with the right pitch. But now where is that one, Blue? That one looked pretty close. Outside edge, called a ball. It's 1-2. I'll be back on the screen in a sec, folks. Looks like the screen froze again, too. Swing and a miss. Schwarber strikes out. I don't know why the scoreboard is pausing or freezing as much as it has today. Apologies. But the good news is we got a big first out. Schwarber down on strikes. Here's Bryce Harper. First pitch swinging goes to left. That one's going to slice into the stands. Foul. Vladimir Guaralo. Is he related to Janine Garofalo? Get it? Freezing the screen, probably you're in another country. Hutchins, I'm almost up to 300 games called. I think I would have picked up on a pattern if it happened 300 times every game. No, it has nothing to do with where I am, but thanks. Vladimir Guerrero. Rachel, the problem is you're talking about a contract that would be out of our price range. We're not going to pay that money. And if we did, then you're definitely saying goodbye to keeping any of the guys we have later down the line. You're not going to be able to afford a Vlad contract and re-sign Gunnar and some others. Plus, you don't want Guerrero. Here's a ground ball. This could be 2 to second for 1, but Gunnar drops the transfer. Oh, it might not be a huge deal. We just need to get this third out. There's runners at the corners now with 2 down. A would-be double play ball, but Gunnar could not hold on to the ball. Trying to transfer it to his throwing hand. So we will take the 1 out. First and third with 2 down. 4-1 Baltimore. 1 more out to Goo. And we got to get a tough out here. Nick Castellanos. First pitch. Swung on and missed. A changeup from Rogers. He got Nick looking for a fastball there. And the count 0-1. Castellanos is 0 for 2 on the day. There is another changeup. That one had the plate, but a little bit low. Wait, did they call that strike? They called that a strike? That was very low. Holy cow. Folks, the Phillies are getting really screwed by this ump. I will always be honest. I mean, we haven't gotten nearly as screwed today as they have. That was a bad call. Gunnar with an off-balance play. He got it there in time. Oh, a ball hit into the hole at short. Gunnar saves a run. Oh, what a nice play. He had to do this just right. He could not waste a muscle. And got enough on that throw. Good arm. We got out of the inning with limited damage, folks. The Phillies score 1 run. Nice play, Gunner.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
All right. That was so nice. I'm ready to come back on camera. And guess what, folks? I'm not sweating anymore. Maybe I'm starting to come around. Maybe the health is improving as I'm sitting here. That's always been the best medicine. Just sit and wait for something to go away, right? It'll just go away. Yeah, equal opportunity bees. Absolutely. Well, this would be like butterflies. This would be like putting a bag of butterflies on the ump. Something nice and gentle. Thank you. Thank you, ump. Here's a butterfly bag. Too much spicy food? You know, I did have something to eat earlier that might have some. Yeah, I had to buy. What do you call it? Got to hear it within arm's reach, just in case I had to take another swig. But some of that antacid stuff, you know, some of that old coat your stomach stuff. But it's not exactly getting the job completely done here. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Folks, Adam Jones will be inducted into the Oriole Hall of Fame on Saturday. That's a reason to go to the ballpark, if you're around and can make it. Jeremiah Jackson's at the plate, folks. 1-0 pitch, popped up, center field. Bader is there, and he's got it. Top of the sixth with 1 away now. 4-1 Baltimore. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Now he's on the bench. Here comes Kobe Mayo, folks. Last time up, what a swing. He crushed one to left.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
That was his 4th home run, I believe. And he looks at a curveball outside. Ranger Suarez is now into the 80s on his pitch count. 81. 1 out in the 6th. And Mayo goes to left field again. This one's going to drop in front of the left fielder. Mayo follows up a home run with a much softer hit ball in the left field for a base hit.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Kobe Mayo, 2-hit game, including a bomb. Here's the milkman, folks. Get them cows up. Takes low and away for ball 1. Colton Cowser has been in a funk. We need to get him out of it. 1-0. That's low and away, 2-0. Ranger Suarez may be nearing the end of the line. A chance for the Orioles to add on before the Phillies make a change to the pen. 2-0 taken in there, a strike. That fastball at just 89 miles an hour. Are we sure we want to sign this guy? A crafty lefty. Here's a ball hit to second. Could be 2. Return throw is in time. Cowser. My goodness. He figures out a way to do something worse than strike out. He hits into a double play to end the inning.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Folks, I got to tell you, the milk's been a little bit sour lately. Might be time to put a new date on that jug. Tell you what, defense has always been good for Cowser. He is not hitting right now. Neither is Dylan Carlson. He's 0 for his last 25 or something. Or did he get a hit today? Yeah, 0 for 2 today. Yeah, he's 0 for 25, 0 for 26. You want to try and go after Cease in the free agent market? I'm willing to pay any salary. I'm all about years. That is my philosophy when it comes to free agent signings for starting pitching. Because it is a lot of money, but you know, the agents and the players, you know, understandably so, they put more stock into the years than they do the salary. As long as it all adds up to one big number, that's the big number they care about. But I don't want to invest in any pitcher for more than 3 years, 4 years at the max. And that's what it depends on. If Dylan Cease wants to pitch here for 3-4 years at the most, maybe like 3 years with an option year, sure. But if he's looking for like 5-6 years, anything more than that, it's a no for me. It's just too much. The problem is that the O's are going to need to get more players. Yeah, nobody's debating that. We've sold a lot. We've got a lot of open roster spots. Some will be covered with players like Basayo and Beavers. I'm sure will be a part of the roster next year. A couple of the bullpen arms that we acquired in this trade deadline will likely come into the equation next season. So there'll be some, reinforcements coming from there. Bader gets into one to left. Cowser's racing back, and he makes the catch, crashing up against the wall in left field. I told you Cowser's still playing good defense. He just caught a nice one crashing into the left field wall, folks. Nice play.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
A big name isn't going to come to Baltimore unless you get other guys for. I don't think that's 100% necessarily true. Money talks more than anything. Soto went to the Mets. It's all about just that extra little bit of money he wanted. He wanted to stay with the Yankees. Burns wanted to go because of location. He's like, I'm making enough money where that's my number one priority. And that is something that hurts us. There aren't a lot of players out there that are like, you know what? If I had my choice of what part of the country to be playing, what city I want to live in, not a whole lot of people would want to choose Baltimore first versus somewhere like Arizona, California, or the bright lights of New York. The milk is still good there, Rachel. The milk is still good. Edmundo Sosa's got an 0-1 count. 1 out, runner at first for the Phillies. Rogers up to 88 pitches here in the bottom of the 6th. Grounded foul by Sosa. Bam, they were just talking about Ranger Suarez in this chat yesterday, and that there was a rumor about a 4-year deal for Ranger. I mean, it happens. Blake Snell signed with the Giants for 1 year last year. It's not impossible. And again, if it comes down to it, then I'd rather find my pitcher through trade. I'm just not going to spend $250 million or more on an arm. I'm just not doing it. I think it's bananas. And if you were in charge of all that money and where it was being allocated, with the knowledge of the volatility of injuries amongst pitchers, I mean, if anybody knows about them as much as anybody, it's Oriole fans. And all the pitchers we've seen go down, make their way back and go down again, like Grayson. It is a very volatile situation. You're talking about $250 million. That's not chump change, even to these owners. So, yeah. Just consider it like any other investment. You would consider that too much risk. You would. But it's easy to say, well, you got to do, well, I mean, again, we got to trade for one then. Trade for one that's not a free agent yet, that's got some time left, that's established. I could name a few arms out there in Seattle that would fit that bill. Several others around baseball right now. We got a full count on Sosa with a runner at first and one out. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled away. This little kid is going crazy. He got a foul ball. Look at this kid going nuts with the foul ball he got. That's so awesome. Another payoff pitch. That one is fouled again. This one off of Sosa's foot as he hobbles out of the box. Boy, he really took it hard. He's now bent over in pain right off the instep of his left foot. Well, that should help. Trainer's out to look at Sosa right now. I doubt they're going to remove him from the game. They're probably just hoping to buy him some time. With a full count right now, Rogers would have a distinct advantage if Sosa can't, get the proper balance you need when you're standing there facing a major league pitcher trying to get off a swing. All right, the trainers took a look. He's stepping back into the box. Hopefully, he's not injured, but it'd be nice to know that it hurts enough to where it's on his mind and Rogers can put him away here. There's another foul ball. My goodness. This at-bat will continue. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here it is. Hit on the ground, foul again. Folks, why is this in-game screen freezing so much tonight? It is not typical. Look at all these pitches so far. I believe this is number 11 coming up. Hit in the air. Finally into the field of play, and there's Holiday in shallow right, making the catch for the second out. All right. One more out to go, and Rogers will have himself a quality start again. He's on 98 pitches. Drew French is out to talk. The Orioles will probably want to go ahead and get their bullpen going, because even if Rogers gets the next guy out, that'll likely be his last batter, and somebody will have to be ready for the 7th. If he doesn't get this guy out, then you'll probably want to take him out. So one way or the other, French is buying some time, and Rogers is likely about to face his final batter of the day. Hey, look at these Philly fans. They got the beer. You got a lot of Yingling out there. A lot of Yingling out there. at Citizens Bank Park. All right, French is walking back to the dugout. Rogers is going to lock in here to face Weston Wilson. Rogers walked him earlier, 0 for 1 otherwise. First pitch is fouled away. Good fastball in on the hands. And it looks like another Philadelphia fan made a play on a foul ball there. Give that fan a contract. Oh, that is a nice catch. Well, he took a metal railing to the chest. But I'm sure it's worth it. Yeah, put that on your Instagram. Hurry up. 0-1 pitch. That one's flared over Holiday's glove into center field for a 2-out single. Lead runner stopping at second base. 2 on now. And now the decision is here. Do you stick with Rogers to try to complete this inning? Now with 2 men on, tying run coming up. Probably depends on if it's a lefty or a righty coming up next. It's the switch hitting, I guess. Well, that doesn't help. The switch hitting Marchand, and it will be Rogers to face him. I will say this is most likely Rogers' final batter. It is the number 9 hitter. After this, the lineup flips over. You got the right-handed Trey Turner. 0-1 here. First pitch, strike to Marchand. Next pitch, low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-1 Baltimore. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Orioles took a 4-0 lead back in the 4th inning. The Phillies got their run in the 5th. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes on Marchand. Folks, 1 more strike. Get us out of this inning. Rogers empty the tank, my friend. The pitch. There's a little half-swing chopper to Gunnar. He throws off balance in time to end the inning. Trevor Rogers has done it again. I am quite sure his day is over. 6 innings of 1-run ball, which means his ERA is probably going to be right where it was at about 1.49. You know what? It dropped. It dropped a little bit to 1.44. Trevor Rogers with an ERA. How many starts in is he at now? Like a dozen? He's got an ERA of 1.44. Folks, it looks like Play-by-Play with JJ is raiding the channel. Welcome in the Philly fans, folks. They have beaten us up and bruised us the first 2 games of this series. We're just trying to take one there, Philly fans. We just want to take one. You'll be fine if we do, right? Otherwise, it's the B bag.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Well, there was the threat of a raid. There's one person. There's one person coming in. Well, thank you, David. You might want to tell JJ that this raid didn't exactly go off like the previous one. Okay there. I mean, if you want to go to a channel you want to talk on, nobody's stopping you. Anyway. Hey there, Roustabout. Thanks again for the help on the screenshots and links you're putting up there for the ball games, my friend. Ranger Suarez is going to pitch the 7th. He's on 80 6 pitches. So he does have at least a couple of more batters in him, I would say. Here's Dylan Carlson. Goes bunt briefly and takes a pitch outside for ball 1. Are we sure this is a JJ raid? Quan Han is here. How you doing, Quan? Tell JJ I said thanks. As this pitch is popped straight up behind home plate, Marchand will make the catch. 1 down in the top of the 7th. And again, folks, if you haven't done it already, do go over to Play by Play with JJ's channel and show him some support by subscribing if you haven't already. And if you have, just bare minimum, just to give him a quick like. Come on back over. And again, if you want to check in on another play-by-play guy on YouTube that's worth listening to, I recommend Play-by-Play with JJ. All right. Jeremiah Jackson's at the plate. He's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Looks like it's Jordan Romano up for the Phillies in their bullpen, a right-hander. You got Kobe Mayo, the right-hander, due up next. This could be Suarez's final batter. Mayo hit that big 3-run homer off of Suarez earlier in the ballgame. This one's lifted foul and out of play. 2-2 the count on Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Wow. In the previous 2 innings, Suarez only had to throw 14 total pitches. There's a base hit down the left field line and into the corner. And that is Alex Jackson. Excuse me. Alex Jackson at the plate. Did I say it was Jeremiah? I suck. There's too many Jacksons on this team, folks. It's Alex Jackson, and it's another extra base hit for this dude.
Jackson, stop!
Stop it. All these extra base hits.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
What the hell? I swear I just saw smoke, and I'm not smoking. Is there equipment that's on fire? Or you know what? It's my glasses. Jackson Holiday. Here's a base hit into right field. Will they send Jackson? They will. Throw coming in is cut off. Jackson Holiday with an RBI single in the right field, scoring Alex Jackson. Jackson drives in Jackson. It's 5-1 Baltimore. Folks, we got that run back. And that'll knock Ranger Suarez out of the ball game. Folks. All right, call to the bullpen for the Phillies. Looks like Romano will come out now. And, yeah, I thought they were saying Mayo was on deck. That's why I thought it was Jeremiah Jackson at the plate. But that was Alex Jackson. And then Jackson Holiday drove him in. Too many Jacksons. All right. Did somebody talk about a lucky? That sounds like a plan. All right. Yeah. I'll be back in a jiff. All right. Thanks, everybody. me check in on this light count. Folks, we're up to 90. I can't believe it. This game really started off slow with the turnout, and I've been under the weather as well. I'm not going to go on and on about that. But the point being, the crowd has started to pick up. We are 10 likes away from 100, folks. Love to get that up to triple digits if we could. If you are here and you have not hit the like button, just asking you kindly to please do so. We are ready now for baseball again. Jordan Romano on to pitch. First one to Westberg is inside for ball one.
West is that way.
Romano has got a 6.75 ERA. It has not been a good year for him in this Philadelphia pen. Foul back by Westberg, count even up at a ball and a strike. Westberg 0 for 3 today. He's due. Holiday takes his lead from first. There he goes. Pitch inside. Holiday should make it. Oh, my God, they got him. I can't believe. How bad is he at this? It looked like he had a decent jump. Is he just not that fast? Holiday is once again caught. Unbelievable. And this pitch was low and in. It's not easy for the catcher to make that catch and get off a throw. Of course, the throw is perfect. Unbelievable. Holiday is nailed on the bases again. Westberg grounds to short. Turner, off-balance throw in time, and now the inning is over. Wow. Folks, honestly, I was going to bring this up as a topic, a bit of a lighthearted topic that maybe could be considered somewhat therapeutic, which is to say, this team has had a lot of problems this season, and I know we can point fingers like at Mike Elias or maybe earlier at Brandon Hyde or something like that, but something more specific. What specifically about this 2025 season? I'd love to hear some of your feedback, folks. Let me hear from you. What specifically about this 2025 season has driven you the most nuts? And for me, it's easy. It's the getting caught on the bases. Time and time and time again. Holiday isn't the only culprit. He's been the main one. He hasn't been the only one. But I've never seen a team be this bad on the bases. It's so ridiculous. Is it 7th inning stretch time? Holy cow, folks. We got a tradition. Let me hurry up. Let's get this done first, and then let me know your thoughts if you're interested. Folks, 7th inning stretch time. That means it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Specific, Rachel. Specific. The offense is terrible. Is not specific.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
I made a point. I specifically made a point to say specific.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Dietrich Enns is on the pitch for the second time since coming over to Baltimore by way of Detroit. He's got a 5.59 ERA, mostly with the Tigers. He's on in relief for Rogers. Rogers goes 6 innings. Trey Turner, top of the order. He is 2 for 2. final line on Rogers. He scattered 8 hits and 2 walks and only gave up the 1 run. That means the Phillies have left a lot of men on base. Yes, they have 8. They've let 8 men on base while scoring just 1. That's Rogers pitching around some trouble. That's a line drive. Is that a fair ball? It is down the left field line. Turner is going to coast in the second base with a leadoff double. And here comes this Oriole bullpen. Here we go, folks. Strap in. Is 4 runs enough of a lead with 3 innings to go with this bullpen we got going now? One batter into the bullpen, not exactly instilling a whole lot of confidence. It's 1 batter, 1 extra base hit. And here comes Kyle Schwarber. First pitch to him is a strike. Enns finds the inside corner. Dietrich Enns, folks. ENNS. If I were this guy after my playing days, I'd open up a bar called Ins and Outs. Get it? This pitch is fouled away. Schwarber's got a count of 1-2. Phillies currently have a 2.5 game lead on the Mets. It is a 2-horse race in the NL East. Swing and a miss, and that was a wave of the bat by Schwarber that was not pretty. Dietrich Enns fools Kyle Schwarber.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Why couldn't we do that to him earlier in this series? Holy cow. Enns makes Schwarber look pretty silly on this swing. 1 away. Here's Bryce Harper. Ins and out burger. Everybody's got their own slight spin-off. I came up with the idea. It's mine. Sorry. Bryce Harper, swing and a miss, 0-2. Or maybe he could hook up with John Means and call the bar Means to an Ends. I think I made that joke already. It's just a slight variation of the same joke I think I made the first time he pitched. 1-2 the count on Harper. He is 1 for 3 today. He's batting over 300 in the 7th inning or later, which would be where we are. All right, Charm City chat, you got your work to do. Your work is cut out. Laura's asking how everybody is doing today, which means everyone answer. Everyone answer. Laura, I am honestly not doing too good, but I feel better now than I did about 2 hours ago, so that's what I'm focusing on. 2-2 pitch to Harper is in the dirt, full count. Come on, folks. Queen Tanya's doing okay. But Laura's asking how everyone is doing. There's Hutchins. Fine as frog hair, says Janet. Frank's got to go check on set over there with the Mets there. Okay, you do that there, Frank. You let me know what happens over there. Danjo's doing great. George is doing good. Here's the payoff pitch to Bryce Harper with Turner at second base. Swung on and missed. A foul tip. How about this from Dietrich Inns? He strikes out Schwarber and Harper back to back.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
You guys are doing a great job answering the question, but I still don't believe that everyone has said how they're doing. Nick Castellanos, 0-1. First pitch strike to him. Runner at second, 2 down. And now it's 0-2. He fouls it off. One more strike gets us out of the 7th with a 4-run lead. Gary says, great, not hot today. Oh, you're feeling good. The weather's not hot. Yeah, if the weather's not hot, then that really helps. There's a strike. That's a called strike 3 to Castellanos. Dietrich Inns, after Trey Turner got on with a double, strikes out the side. How about that?
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And that's not striking out just any old side, folks. That is Schwarber, Harper, and Castellanos back to back to back. Not too shabby from the 34-year-old Dietrich Inns. Folks, I'm in. I'm ins. Are you ins? I'm ins. After that, shoot. What's going on down at the nightclub tonight, folks? I know it's still the middle of the afternoon. Don't they have an early bird special, some of these places?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. Edward's doing good, but it all depends on how the Orioles do. I know the feeling, Edward. Carl says he's amazing. Well, we might have had just about everybody say how they're doing. Oh, thank you, Laura. It's coming up on 2 a.m. here. I think I'm probably going to go right to bed after this. Try to sleep my way back to feeling a little better. But the upcoming day, and again, a day off tomorrow, folks, for the Orioles. We don't play again until Friday night at home. Yeah, I've got some time off to recuperate, and I need it. So as much as I enjoy hanging out with you guys on a near daily basis, this coming day off, I am looking forward to it. All right. Looks like we've got a new pitcher out here for the Phillies. Right-hander. Who are you? I missed it. Is that Joe Ross? Gunnar Henderson with a line drive on the first pitch right to the third baseman, Otto Kemp. Gunnar out. Lining out to third base. One pitch.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Hey, folks, we passed over 100 likes, and I barely even tried to go there. I think I mentioned it twice tonight. Thanks so much for picking up the slack. Adley Rutschman takes high for ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the 8th inning. The Orioles have a 5-1 lead.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And thanks again to everybody for your participation and support by hitting that like button. It helps.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Bit of a weird swing here from Adley on a soft grounder to second. It's a close play at first, and Adley is retired. 2 down. I don't know how else to call that swing, but just weird. It wasn't a full swing. It wasn't a check swing. It was like a 3/4 swing. We're getting a debut here. Vidal Brujan getting his first plate appearance as an Oriole. Switch hitter batting left-handed against Joe Ross, and he takes a big swing and a miss on a pitch low. For strike one, Brujan has played in 36 games elsewhere this season. Average of .222, no homers, and only 3 runs batted in. Here's a ground ball that's going to bounce over the head of Otto Kemp at third base. Vidal Brujan is batting 1,000 as an Oriole with a chopper that bounced perfectly over the third baseman. If he were playing a step or two in, he probably is able to get that ball before it gets up too high, or if he's playing back a few steps, maybe he's able to get that ball on the way back down. But that ball perfectly hit over his head. All right, 2 down for Mayo. He's first pitch swinging, and that one is fouled straight back. Kobe today, couple of hits, including a 3-run bomb to left.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Mayo, the 0-1. Pitch. Fouled. Well, I thought it was fouled. That ball's actually a fair ball. On the infield. Second baseman going toward first base will make the catch, Sosa, and that'll end the inning. The Orioles have the lead. We're pretty late here. Bottom of the 8th coming up, right? 6 more outs to go to secure a win and escape Philadelphia with a victory. All right. BW, do you think Beeves in left field, Cowser in center at times to finish 25? No, I think they're probably going to go with, it depends on the health of Tyler O'Neill, for one. But Mansolino had basically said that he is pretty much committing Cowser to left field. I don't necessarily think it's wise. I think they should keep the option open to converting Cowser to an everyday center fielder until we acquire another one. But, I mean, if I had my choice, Cowser would be in center, Beavers would be in right field, and Carlson would be in left. If O'Neill's not healthy. If O'Neill's healthy, I'd probably stick O'Neill in left. But I don't think that's what the Orioles are going to do. I think Cowser is being sort of... And again, I think it has something to do with that whole pasture gimmick thing. I mean, I call it a gimmick. I'm not trying to be so cynical about it, but you know, there's sort of this promotional thing the Orioles are doing at the ballpark where there's a section of Cowser fans out in the left field corner. So it only makes sense that they would be sitting where he's playing. That kind of tips me off that they're going to keep him there. They're not looking to play him in center field unless it's filling in for somebody else. Andrea has left us a Magic membership once again, folks. Please, we got to make this just as important as hitting the like button. Remembering to say thanks to Andrea for pretty much every ball game coming in here and just giving out a free membership. Oh, that reminds me. I've got some to give out. I had forgotten. Let's get to that. Otto Kemp is at the plate. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. Let me get in here and see what I can do. I need to switch my account. That ball's fouled off to the left by Kemp. 0-2 the count. This is weird. I'm watching myself on YouTube. What just happened to the game? All right, I'm going to have to do this quick, and I might have to miss this at-bat to do it. I apologize, but it's going to be worth it, folks. Let's gift 5 more free Magic memberships. Boom. Boom. Shake, shake the room. Tick, 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 boom. Ha-on. 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 Boom. Not to upstage you, Andrea. Maybe I should have waited so it didn't come off like an upstage. But if I didn't do it then, I would have forgotten again. You showing up helped remind me that I needed to do that. 1-1 the count on Edmundo Sosa. 2 down, bases empty in the bottom of the 8th. Ends still out there pitching. Gets a foul ball. Robert's got a super sticker for the BirdWatcher Channel. Thank you, Robert. And looks like a drunk bird that says cool. Wearing a headband, too. I like it. Looks like a Harlem Globetrotter. Very nice. Thanks, folks. Thanks for all the support, everybody.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Check swing and the appeal no swing. 2-2 on Sosa. Pitch. Fouled off the mask of Alex Jackson, who takes that mask off. Who takes the mask off and inspects it to see if there's any permanent damage. Dietrich Enns looks a lot to me like Cole Irvin. Got that same bushy, moppy, dirty blonde hair. And a left-hander like Irvin was. Another foul ball from Sosa. It's still a 2-2 count. Pitch. Come on, Blue. Yes, ring him up. Called strike 3 on the inside edge.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, how about 2 shutout innings from Dietrich Enns, giving up 1 hit and striking out 5? 6 outs, 5 strikeouts. Folks, who's this guy? It's a means to an ends is who he is. We go now to the 9th. The Orioles lead it 5-1. Folks, it's not even a save situation. Not yet, anyway. Hang in there. I'll be right back. Would anybody in the Charm City chat be interested in daring to head on over to JJ's channel right now, saying hello on behalf of the BirdWatcher community,
Had 9 runs on
and leaving a like
it wouldn't be as fun
or a
that way either,
subscription?
because it would be a lot of
There's
hit
the
by
link.
pitches,
It's in the
a
chat
lot of
right
walks.
now.
Maybe like
There is the link to JJ. He is the Philly announcer with his Philly fan base watching as we look to take one away. Now remember, folks, we are Charm City Chat. If you head over there, Kill him with charm. Kill him with some charm. Make it nice and charming if you get over there. We got to outdo their raid. I got to tell you. We got to outdo their raid. They had one guy come over here. I'm sure we can do better. Okay, maybe it was 2 or 3 guys. There's Janet over there. There's Michael. I see ya. All right, folks. We're in the top of the 9th. First pitch swinging. Colton Cowser will be retired on a ground ball to second base. Cowser with another. Oh, no, he does have a hit today. He goes 1 for 4. Dylan Carlson, he's the guy that needs a hit. Most of the lineup with a hit, folks. Only Carlson and Westberg yet to get a hit. Even the pinch-hitting Vidal Brujan, who, by the way, is now in center field, with Carlson shifted over to right field. Jeremiah Jackson out of the game. Brujan came in to pinch hit for Jeremiah Jackson, got that infield hit. Well, I guess technically it wasn't an infield hit. It bounced over the third baseman into the left field. But yeah, Carlson's up right now, and man, he needs to hurry up and get out of this funk. 0 for 25, somewhere around there. 1-0 pitch is a little bit high according to the ump. Looked like a strike to me. We have had the benefit of more bad calls going against the Phillies by the umpire today. Carlson lifts this one to right. It's going to stay up there for Castellanos. He's got plenty of time to camp under it. Finally makes the catch. 2 down in the top of the 9th. Here's Alex Jackson. He had a double. Scored a run. One for 2. And did he have a walk in there? And he got hit by a pitch, didn't he? Yeah, he was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. He swings at a bad pitch low and away. 0-1. Once again, folks, the Orioles and your humble host, BW here. We're going to take a day and a half off. We will be meeting up again on Friday evening back in Baltimore, the friendly confines of Camden Yards. How'd you do over there on that raid, by the way, guys? Did JJ acknowledge anything, or? I guess I should have checked back. All right. So, yeah, that game information should be scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Friday night at home versus the Athletics. Here's a check swing foul ball by... No, it's not a foul ball. It's just a check swing. And on an appeal... ump says he didn't go. It's 2-2 on Alex Jackson. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. Bottom of the 9th coming up, folks. The Orioles, 5-1 lead, trying to salvage a win in this 3-game series against the Phillies. 3 more outs to get there, folks. What do you say we leave this city as the winning team? Come on. Come on. Phillies have been a very good home team, folks. If we only win 1 out of 3, I hate to break it to you, but that is basically the winning percentage the Phillies have been playing at home since the start of last season. They're winning 2 out of 3. There's something like 90-46 at home since the start of last season. So, yeah, it's not easy to win here. If we take 1 out of 3, I'm not saying, hey, great for us. No, it's not great, but it's also the same kind of result that a lot of teams with records much better than ours, they come to Philly and they walk away normally with the same result. 1 out of 3. Well, Froggy, I mean, he's a reliever, and, you know, I don't know ends well enough to know, like, what his pitch limit is, but he's gone 2 full innings. It's a 4-run lead. I don't think they would have him go this inning. We'll see. Who is this? Is that Aiken? It is. Keegan Aiken. All right. Keegan Aiken. Gonna try to close the door.
Close the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Weston Wilson steps into the batter's box. Guys. How do you know that Dietrich Enns can throw more than, I mean, he was up to what, 30 pitches? He's a reliever, 29 pitches. It's a 4-run lead. I mean, if you like him, you don't want to you don't want to push him. 0-1 pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilson is 1 for 2. And he has drawn a walk. Swing and a miss. A changeup from Aiken had Wilson looking pretty silly on that swing. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Third base. Westberg throws on the run and gets Wilson at first. 2 more outs to go, folks. 2 more outs to go. Hey now. I said, hey now. Hey, I'm not even on the screen. Hi, everybody. Marchand up for the 4th time today. Takes outside for ball 1. He's 1 for 3. A single back in the 5th inning. 1-0 from Aiken is low. 2-0. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me in this ball game today, and especially for allowing me to address some of the things going on with the channel, some of my worries and anxieties. I'm with you every day, folks. It's kind of weird to hold back, especially if it's related to the channel, because this is for all of us. I'd like to be together for a long, long time. We got a 3-1 count on Marchand. Swing and a miss. Full count. That's okay there, Chilo. Everybody forgets once in a while. Or every time. Payoff pitch. Had the plate, but a little bit low. Jackson tried to frame it. But Aiken issues a 1-out walk to the number 9 batter. That is a no-no. That is a real no-no. And by the way, according to the robo-ump, that was supposed to be a strike. So get the bee bag out, folks.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes!
All right, Trey Turner is 3 for 3. He's a home run shy of the cycle. Triple, single, and double on the day. He fouls this pitch away. It's 0-2 quickly on Turner. Immigration thing went okay there, Frank. Foul back, still 0-2. What's wrong, Big Cuzzo? Oh, what's going on with the channel? I can't really go into it like I did earlier, but it's, the numbers are down, and there's a lot of several factors going on with it, and, yeah. It's making the dream of doing this for many, many years to come a little tougher to reach. It's going to take a little bit more luck and probably some extra work on my side. This could be a double play ball. This could end the ball game. 6-4-3, twin killing. Trey Turner hits into a double play, and this ball game is over. Folks, we've done it. We've taken one here in Philadelphia. Final score, Orioles 5, Phillies 1. Another Trevor Rogers gem, although he really worked around a lot of trouble there. He did give up 8 hits and a couple of walks in 6 innings of work. A lot more traffic on the bases than we're used to seeing from him, but he worked around it, only giving up the 1 run. Phillies had 1 run on 9 hits. They left a lot of guys on base, 9 in total. And Rogers will get the win. Ranger Suarez the loss. 5 runs, 10 hits for Baltimore. 1 run on 9 hits for the Phillies. Both teams without an error on the board. The big hit for Baltimore, the 3-run homer from Kobe Mayo, and that 4-run fourth. That was all we needed today. But we also got an RBI from Jackson Holliday and another from Jeremiah Jackson. And a lot of guys had hits, folks. Holliday, Gunnar, Rutschman with a pair, Jeremiah Jackson, Vidal Brujan in his first plate appearance got a hit, Kobe Mayo with a pair of hits, Kowser had a hit, and Alex Jackson chipped in with a double. Rogers, again, 6 innings of work. He threw 104 pitches. Ace-like stuff. He just keeps doing it. The ERA is just 1.44. Meanwhile, Dietrich ends. He impressed. 2 innings and striking out 5 of the 6 outs he recorded, giving up just 1 hit in the process. Keegan Aiken came in and pitched a scoreless 9th to close it out. Not a save, but he did keep the Phillies from riling in the 9th inning, and the Orioles do salvage a win here. Hey, there's JJ. JJ's tipping his hat to me and Charm City. Folks, tip your hat back to JJ. The man is a class act. A class act, I tell you. Now, JJ, if you can still hear the sound of my voice, I'm begging you, tell your audience to come over and subscribe. They never have to watch. Let them know. They never have to watch. But it would make you the most happy if you got some of your folks to come on over and sub it up. And I will promise to do the same back. Let's get some subscribers. What's going on? What are you talking about, Hutchins? Folks, the Orioles are now back to 11 games under 500. I don't know if we're going to get back to 500, folks. But I do know I want to stop losing as much as we have been. 5 out of the last 6 before this win today. We've got a homestand coming up. We've got the Athletics coming into town. The A's, last I checked, weren't exactly tearing it up. Yeah, they are 15 games below 500, although they have won 7 out of their last 10. What is it with us hooking up with bad teams right when they're hitting a good streak? But yeah, basically it's going to be a battle between the two teams other than the White Sox with the worst records in the American League this weekend. And game 1 will be on Friday evening, I guess I should say. 6:50 p.m. The stream will start. First pitch shortly after 7 o'clock. And the matchup for that one, where'd you go? I think it's a Sagano game, but I'm not 100%. It will be, yes, Tomoyuki Sagano facing a right-hander by the name of J.T. Ginn, Ginn. 26-year-old right-hander. He's 2-3, a 4.28 ERA. Exciting stuff, folks. The Athletics, they got a lot of really exciting players on their team. I don't know if they're all healthy at the moment, but I remember Jacob Wilson was out for a bit. But we're going to be at home. Adam Jones is going to have his Hall of Fame induction on Saturday. And this is the kind of series where even with all the troubles this team is looking at, this is a series we can win. We could win this one. So tune on in, folks. That would be my advice. Tune on in. And Hutchins, you better start behaving, my friend. You're starting to push the old proverbial envelope, if you know what I mean. Once you get Miss Janet deleting your messages. Yeah, Hutchins, you can't. What are you doing? You can't say that. Have you not picked up on the phrase Charm City chat yet? That is, yeah. Yeah, let's not be doing that again. That'll go from just a deleted message to a timeout. And then we have to go through all that. Hutchins, I know you like to comment a lot in the chat, but if you're going to do it, you're going to have to behave, my friend. And when we say behave, we're not asking for the world. It's just pretty standard behavior. Civil behavior. That's all we're asking for. Not a big deal. But you got to do it. Everybody has to. Nobody's singling you out. Everybody's got to be on board. All right. Maybe he did get timed out. Hey, you're welcome, Baxter. And again, thanks to everybody. We did get some super chats. I did send out 5 free Magic memberships, and we had Andrea stop in to deliver another. And, yeah, we got the likes well over 100. I was a little concerned. But, yeah. I think it's time to sign off. I would have loved to have done it 10 minutes ago already. Again, I hope to feel better here. I've got about 36 hours to get ready. I think I'll be all right. No, not 36. What are we looking at? No, more than that. Wait, it's Wednesday, 3 p.m. Oh, we're talking 40. We're talking like 50. I got like 50 hours to chill. I'm going to be okay. I got 50 hours till we meet again, folks. I don't know what to do with all that time. Yeah, I do. I know what to do. All right, folks. I think that's going to do it. Let me see if I can send you somewhere, and if it's nowhere calling a live game, I'm just going to send you over to JJ's channel, and that way us bird watchers can give Philly fans one more hello. Hello. How's that sound, folks? Let's give JJ a little hello. All right. Everybody good? He timed him out. Thank you, Janet. You did the right thing. He'll learn. All right. Until Friday evening, folks. I'm going to step away. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And come on back Friday evening for some more baseball. We have won a ball game. And we've got a series coming up that I think we can win 2 out of 3 from. Maybe even sweep. Who knows? It's got to hit the ball. All right. That's it for me, folks. Have a good one, and I'll chirp at you later. Sending you now to Play by Play with JJ. Take care.